Hi guys, James here from Fit to Last. Hope you are well. So when it comes to running and okay, let's try it again. Hi guys, James here from Fit to Last. Hope you are well. So when it comes to running, the success of this program is purely based on the habits that you adopt. Now, the purpose of this video is to look at two different habits, the habit that you get into before you start running for preparation and the habit that you use to finish off your running and start preparing for recovery. So it's a series of stretches. There's two types of stretches we're going to look at. The first is called a dynamic stretch. The whole idea behind that is dynamic. Your body is moving. This is how you get your joints warmed up as well as getting your muscles warm before you start running to prep your body for the workout you're about to complete. The second type of stretch is the static stretch. When you finish running, your muscle is going to be slightly misaligned, and the purpose of a static stretch, and by that I mean like a posing position, is you'll be able to sort of realign the muscle groups you've used and start preparing yourself for your recovery. Let's get to it. So when it comes to run preparation, before you go out on your runs, the dynamic stretching sequence is going to be vital to make sure your joints are all nice and warm, and also your muscle groups are warm to prepare you for the session to take place. Now, what I like to do when I'm stretching is I start from the top down to make sure I don't miss anything. And so we'll start with just rotating your head just a few times each way. You want to make sure your neck is nice and warm, your shoulders are relaxed. So just a few of those, like that. Next thing you'll be doing is just rotating your arms, nice big circles. Once again, notice how I'm moving. I'm not pausing. I see too many people who it's not the way to go forward. You want to make sure your body is, your joints are warm and your muscles are moving. One of the important things when it comes to maintaining a strong run gait is to have a relaxed upper body. So you want to make sure that you're rotating your arms, getting those shoulders nice and warm and relaxed, so nothing too stiff. Next thing you're going to do is just twist from side to side, just like this. This is for your low back. Once again, you want to make sure your low back is nice and warm as you are as you're preparing to run. Your low back is your connection between your legs and your body, so you want to make sure that's a very, very nice and warm area. Next stretch we're going to be doing is a couple things for your hips. The first thing is going to be bringing your knees up and out like that. Again, like it or not, even though you're running, you want to make sure you're warming up your hips in different directions. So this is the first one we're going to be doing. And then back the other direction, like that. You want to get in the habit of doing this before you do every run session. Again, it's a very short routine. It will not take you very long, but the benefits of it, you're going to have a better run in the process, and you're less likely to get injured because you've taken the time to get yourself warm to begin with. Next thing we're doing is for your hamstrings, so just swing your legs forward and backwards, keeping your upper body nice and straight. A few more of those, and then other side like that. Let's do two more of those. Fantastic. Last thing I'm going to be doing is just make sure your ankles are warm. Your feet are in first contact when it comes to the ground, so making sure your ankles are nice and warm is crucial for helping you hitting the ground properly, and make sure, again, whole body is warm. It all starts with the feet, so make sure that you don't forget about your ankles as well. Now, that's a very simple stretching routine. If you start off with that with each run, you're going to start off with your best foot forward, pardon the horrible pun, but the great thing is you're going to wind up having a better run for it. Go out and enjoy your run, and we'll come back next time for the next video, and I'll show you how to do static stretching once your run is finished off. Thanks. So now that your run is finished, it's important to make sure that your muscle groups are realigned. Again, every time you train, your muscles slightly misaligned, so you want to make sure that you're getting your muscles back in alignment as well, and also kickstarting your recovery. We're going to go through to help you prepare for that. The first thing we'll look at is your hamstrings. So what you want to do is you want to put your foot forward like this. You want to have your knee slightly bent. The reason why is because you want to stretch the muscle right here, but not the ligaments in the back of your knee. Have your knee slightly bent, put both hands on top, and then just apply a bit of pressure as you bend forward like that. You're going to feel a stretch right through here. Very good stretch for your hamstrings. You want to hold your stretches, these poses, for 15 to 20 seconds on each side. Stop right there, and then change sides also, just like that. That's fantastic right there. Now the next stretch you want to be doing is a calf stretch. Now what I suggest for that is take the press up position down, just like this, and what you can do is overlap your right foot over your left and then push your left heel down. Now by doing that, what you're going to be doing is stretching that calf muscle from the bottom towards your Achilles tendon all the way to the top, which is right up there. So just overlap that foot and push that down. Push your left heel down. Again, hold that for about 15 to 20 seconds and then change sides. Just like that. That's great. Hold that position right there and just stand up. Now the next stretch we're going to be doing is the infamous couch stretch. Now this stretch is quite intense when you first do it, but it's the best stretch I can think of for stretch to the top of your hip. So the way to do this is you want to get your knee right into the corner of the wall, just like that, and then this foot is going to come up, and then what you're going to do is just sit. If you haven't done it before, it's a very intense stretch, but it's a must-have for once you finish a run, because you want to stretch out that whole psoas area right there, your quadricep. It's a great way to stretch that out and to get you in a better stead once you've finished your run to start recovering straight away. So you're going to hold that for 15 seconds on each side, and then once you've done that, the next stretch you're going to be doing is for your backside. So how you're going to do that is you're going to bend your front leg at 90 degrees, left leg to the back leg to the side at 90 degrees, and all you're going to do is just drop your chest over your front leg like this. And as always, hold that stretch for 15 to 20 seconds. And by doing that, you're going to stretch your backside out. Now, the way to think about your glute, which is your bum right there, your glute is the primary support for your low back, your hips, and everything else. You must stretch that out when you finish running, otherwise you're going to feel it the next couple of days. Kickstart your recovery straight away. Make sure your glutes get stretched. So if you start with those stretches, follow that simple routine, you will not go too far wrong in terms of maintaining your body as you're training. As the training gets more intense, your body's going to be ready for it. If you have any questions regarding any of these stretches, drop me a line to james@fittolast.co.uk. I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.